Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shai. So we got to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rikah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders over all of Israel, whether you can accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the occupant pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the outwalk who are listening and learning, the few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from the GMS Orlando camp coming in to another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. Another daily edification, Lord willing. This be edifying. Now I titled this lesson, how do we know who are the 144,000 elect men of Israel? Well, the answer is we don't. And the reason I'm doing this lesson, because a young brother came on my channel yesterday on one of my videos, and he made a comment on the comment board. And it's a young brother, he new in the faith, and his page is just BH, capital B, capital H. And he asked me this question, and I saw it yesterday. And when I was at the plantation, it kind of had got slow with deliveries. So I was watching videos, and I was going through, just strolling through my page. And I saw he had left a comment like 2 minutes before I looked at it. So he said, and I was going to do it on StreamYard, but I got like a couple hours left, and I ain't want to use it for this because I got a couple hours left before the 20 hours be used up until next month. You know, they give you 20 hours a month. And I might have some other articles, something that might pop up I need to use them last few hours on. So I said, I'm just going to read it from my phone. So this is what he said. He said, Shalom, I have a question for you. I read and was told that only 1,444 will be saved from the destruction. Well, that's a really small number. That means a lot of Israelites are going to be destroyed, and means that every Israelite camp isn't going to be saved, because there are a lot of camps out there, and some of the biggest camps have an estimate of about 1,444 members in different locations and cities. And that just one camp, not even including all. So is God going to only choose the best people of the commandments? He basically said it's the best ones that's keeping the laws. I ask because it's a scary thing, because not everyone aware of the truth isn't going to make it and trying to have good mercy. So, read again. I have a question. I read and was told that only 1,444 will be saved from the destruction. So, I had to catch that off the rip, because if you're watching, which he said, the last lesson that I did was Satan and Lucifer is not the same. Satan the father, Lucifer the seed line. That was for him, because he asked me and the other brother, the head brother of the camp, of our camp, like dealing with Satan and Lucifer. So that's why I did that lesson. So to answer the brother, when he first said, he started out and said, I read and was told that only 1,444 will be saved from the destruction. Well, as the apostles and the elders always say, stop watching these other camps. But when I read that, first thing I thought about, he got to be watching some other camp, because nobody in GMS is teaching that just 140. I know he meant to say, he said 1,444. I don't know if that's what he meant, because he said that's a very small number. It's I hear him. I say it's 144,000 men, elect men of Israel, which he said the best ones, right? The ones that in their mouth was found no God. But it's going to be an unknown multitude. But the point I'm making now, he said, I read and was told. So if you was told that, that wasn't told from no brother out of GMS. No brother in Great Millstone told nobody that only the 144,000 would get salvation. So let me open it up. When he said that, I put this up. Zechariah 13:89. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Right? And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power. So then I said, read Revelation 7:4-9, right? I'm going to read it. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000, 144,000, that's 144,000 men, 144,000, not 1,444. 144,000 men of all the tribes of the children of Israel. So that means out of 12 tribes, you can read it in Revelation, I put it up. He's going, the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, is going to take 12,000 from each tribe, right? It reads that from Revelation 4-8. It talks about taking 12,000 from each tribe. So I said, you got to read verse 9. This is Revelation 7:9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, out of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hand. So the 144,000 are all men. The unnumbered multitude that no man can number, they wakes up from hearing the message from the 144,000 men, which all 144,000 men are not here because a few of them have already passed on, but majority of them are here. So then I said, so after the 144,000, which are men, then there's another multitude which is unnumerable, which will be millions or possibly, or I said, will be millions or possibly billions. So then I said, Revelation 7:9 tell you that there is unnumbered Israelites that will get salvation. So then he said, thanks, wish y'all did online classes. I like y'all teaching the best. So I said, let me see. I said, we do have online classes. It's called YouTube. I said we got online classes on YouTube. That's the online classes. But I know what he meant. But I told him we do got online classes, YouTube. So I said, he said, thanks, wish y'all did online classes. I like y'all teaching the best. So I came back, I said, so how to be, oh, because he also asked me, we gotta go back and get that. He asked me how to be in the elect, right? How to be part of the elect. So let's go back. I want to get all these. Let me go back to his comments. So I said our online classes are YouTube. You better get it while you can. while it's hot. YouTube just deleted the Eldon, South Carolina page. Them videos are gone. Then I said, the Apostles' main channels are gone. YouTube deleted them all. Edifying lessons are gone. So pray to Yahweh Shema Shah that they increase your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding while you have time to seek them before Jacob's trouble. So when he said at the beginning, he said, I read and was told that only 1,444. So if you're watching these other camps, man, you gotta stop watching these other camps. So I started telling them, I said, listen, because he said, I gotta go find it. Salakia, bear with me. Bear with me. Because he said, I gotta find him, man. I gotta find him. Bear with me for a second. So he said, so how to be in 144,000? Because that seemed like not every camp isn't in this specific number, because so of the bigger camps have close than that number in their many locations, right? So he said again, then I said, listen, the 144,000, which are all men, are mixed into all the camps. No one knows who are the elect is through faith and works, right? Nobody knows who are the elect. All we know is we were set up to do faith and works, right? So then I put up Colossians 3 and 12. Put on, therefore, as the elect of God, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering. Then I put up Hebrews 10, 35 and 36. Cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promises. The promise. So then I pull up Philippians 1, chapter 1, verse 5 and 6. For your fellowship in the gospel from the first day unto now, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it unto the day of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. That's you through Yahweh Shema Shah being endured to the end. Then I put up 2 Timothy 2 and 9, because he said, how do I be 144,000? Which these scriptures I have written down. I'm going to read them. Let's read it again. He said, so how to be in 144,000? It's not of us. When you go to John 6 and 44, Yahweh Shah said, I have chosen you. He said, in the last days, I will raise up these men. We're still going to get the precepts. I just want to read his comments. Then I'm going to get the precepts. So he said, how to be in 144,000? Because it seemed like not every camp isn't in this specific number, because some of the bigger camps have close to that number in their many locations. So I put up, like I said, Colossians 3 and 12, right? Put on, therefore, as elect. Hebrews chapter 10, 35 and 36. Philippians chapter 1, verse 5 and 6. It said, for your fellowship in the gospel from the first day unto now, being confident of this very thing, that he which had begun a good work in you will perform it unto the day of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. I also put up Philippians chapter 2, 13 and 15. For it is God which worketh in you, both to will and to do of his good pleasures, which is what? Feed the sheep, right? Build up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. We just messengers. But the Lord have to give you the calling first and foremost. You have to receive the calling, which I'm going to read that. It said, do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. I also put up 2 Timothy 2 and 19. Nevertheless, the foundation of God standeth sure, having this seal, The Lord knoweth them that are his. The Lord know. We don't know. We don't know. All we know is the Lord gave us the calling, do the work, right? And have confidence that after, as said, when I put up Hebrews 10:35 and 36, after you have done the will of God, you might. It say you might receive the promise. It ain't no guarantee. It say you might. So it say, nevertheless, the foundation of God standeth sure, having this seal. The Lord knoweth them that are his. The Lord know who the Israelites is. I mean, who the elect is. He know who all the elect is. We don't. It say, let everyone. This is a key. This is a key part of this truth. This is a key part of your calling. Let everyone that nameth the name of Yahweh Shah Mashiach depart from iniquity. Now, I said, listen, you got to stop watching all these other camps. It's going to bug you out. I said this. I said, you shall know these hopeful elect men by their fruits. I said, the hopeful elect. You should know the hopeful elect men by their fruits. Who's teaching 100% sound doctrine, precept upon precept? Then I said, you shall know them by their fruits. If you brothers know the precepts about, if you know, put them up. This is I said, listen, every other camp out there is teaching lies and false doctrine. And if you can't see that at this point, you got to pray to Yahweh Shema Shah to sup with you, to spiritually, to sup with you, to spiritually discern the truth. So they can put to the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah can put that spirit on you. Then I said, GMS is the only truth. I said, other brothers out there that teach it, I said, GMS is the only camp that teach truth. And I said, there's other camps out there, like number one, Abba, you got Men of Valor. I say that teaching the sound doctrine of Yahweh Shema Shah. Period. So I'm doing this lesson for that brother. I said this because he asked about our online classes. I said our online classes are YouTube. You better get it while you can, while it's hot. Right? So then I said, these are the camps, right? They all teaching something different. They're not sticking to the code. They're not teaching what was taught, man. They all teaching something different. But his point, the main point I want to focus on is we don't know who the elect is, man. We don't know. What we do know is the Lord said you shall know them by their fruits, man. And that's my point. Knowing a person by their fruits, what they teaching, is the same sound doctrine that was already written, man. So you got guys that's saying Yahweh Shah didn't do miracles. You got guys saying John the Baptist went in the truth. You got guys saying you can sleep with your woman in the backside, right? In the anus. You got guys saying that the Karama is not Revelation 13 and 16. They saying it's an embargo, it's Christianity, it's white women, right? You got guys saying the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, is just a title, okay? You got guys saying ain't no Jacob's trouble. And when I'm saying I don't got to mention no camps, I'm covering all of them. I'm covering every last one of these camps by saying what I'm saying now. You got guys that's saying ain't no Jacob's trouble. Some guys saying they don't know what the Charagma is. They don't know. It's the 400 years of slavery is up. You got a lot of guys out there that's giving you a whole bunch of nothing, man. And you shall know them by their fruits. And this ain't talking about numbers. Knowing them by their fruits is not talking about how big the camp is, man. It's about what they are teaching. Are they giving you complete breakdowns? Are they giving you full understanding? Are they going to the whole Bible? You got guys out there, all of them, every last one of them. When I say every last one of them, every last one of these camps have a problem with the so-called rape doctrine. Every last one of them, man. That's why, as the apostles say, as the apostle elders say, GMS is the most hated group. Why? Why? Oh, all these other camps got the 501, man. C3 tax exempt, man. All of them. Why? Because everybody after money. Now, let's deal with these precepts. We don't know who the 144,000 is. We don't know who the unknown multitude is. All we know is we've been called to the calling, man. Hey, and there's been a lot of brothers. There's been a lot of brothers that was called to the calling and they fell away. It's been a lot of little sisters that say they following the truth and they fell out, man. Nobody know, man. Because the Lord can give you this and he can take it away, man. So I'm going to start here. And this for that brother, BH. And I think you should find an avatar instead of your image, your whole body on the image, brother. If you watching this video or if you come across it, I think you should change your avatar, brother. But he a young brother in the truth. Far as I know, allegedly, he learning. He got a lot of questions. We got the answers, man. So I'm gonna start here. This Jeremiah 8:20, because he said, How do I be of the 144,000? None of us know if we on the 144,000. The apostles say this all the time. Elders say this all the time. We don't know, man. All we know is we got the calling. Matter of fact, let's start there first. This is 1 Corinthians 1:26. Lord willing, won't be too long. I just want to hit the points. I wanted to do it last night, but I was a little tired. So I said, I'm going to do it today after I left the plantation this morning. It's 1 Corinthians 1:26. For you see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. Okay? For you see your calling, right? So once the Lord give you that understanding and you hear the truth and you accept it and you don't get offended because some brothers use rude speech, what the world call profanity or cursing, you don't get offended. If you don't get offended at this, hey, that means the Lord's supping with you, man. So next precept I'm going to get is Romans 14:5. It reads, once you get the calling, this got to happen. It reads, Romans 14:5. One man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. Once you get the calling, and you start watching the videos, the Lord gonna put a discernment on you to know who got the truth or not. And you got some brothers out there that'll tell you, go watch all the camps, and then you discern for yourself. I'm not telling you that. I would never tell nobody to go watch all the camps and then you should know. Go watch GMS. Hey, because if you ain't built and ready, man, you're gonna get offended at the rude speech, at the how some brothers go hard on the women, and not women, all women, they're 2/3 women. Because immediately when a person watch and listen to the brothers in GMS be going off on a woman, they assume they're talking about all women. Oh, that's another thing. Oh, GMS hate women. Brothers, it's plenty of brothers in the truth. Elders, apostles got women, man. But as soon you hear a brother going off on the women, oh, he talking about all women. No, he talking about some knucklehead 2/3 demon Evite that done did some more wickedness, man. So when you hear this truth, when the Lord open your ears up, you gotta be fully persuaded, man. You gotta be fully persuaded. Now, this is St. John, chapter 6 and 44. Oh, let's read this since I'm here in John. John 10 and 27. Because the Lord said, you see your calling, right? This is John 10 and 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. These are the words of Yahushua. So, if you know your calling, which I read in 1 Corinthians 1 and 26, Romans 14 and 5 say you got to be fully persuaded in your own mind, right? So once you start watching videos and it don't offend you because brother use rude speech or they going off on these wicked Evite women, and people think it applies to all women, but it's applying to the 2/3, and you don't get offended at it, and you hear other brothers say go through lessons and they say use rude speech and you don't get offended. This is you being persuaded in your mind that this is the truth. Because they tell you in Luke, man, you gotta, hey, you can't build no house. If you building a house for yourself, you got the money to build your own. You got your own land, you building a house. You ain't gonna build a house unless you know you got enough money to finish the house, man. You otherwise you ain't gonna build it. Cause why would you get halfway through the house and you can't build a whole house, right? Then it start raining for the next 2 weeks. That wood gonna be wasted wood, man. If you don't put a roof on it, right? So you got to be fully persuaded once you get the calling. Now, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. So you're gonna hear that. You're gonna know the truth. So I'm not gonna tell you to go watch ISUPK, go watch GOCC and HOI, and go watch WFI. I'm telling you to watch GMS only, man. Because all these other groups, every last one of them, they got some doctrine. John the Baptist went in the truth. Yahweh Shai didn't do no miracles. The Karatma is not the RFID microchip. It's an embargo. It's Christianity. It's white women. The 400 years is up of slavery. It's a lot of doctrines out there, man. So you got to be fully persuaded. This is John chapter 6, verse 44. Nobody knows who are the elect of Israel. That's why the apostles say the hopefully elect, man. This is John 6 and 44. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up in the last day. And that started in Ezekiel 37 with the valley of dry bones, man. That's when the Lord said he put his spirit on the Israelites, on them dry bones. And that valley of dry bone was the whole house of Israel. That's why you got some right now, like these Kendrick Lamars and Nick Cannons. They know they Israelites, and they're just the flesh on them, man. But they don't got the breath, man. Okay? There's a lot of camps out here that got breath telling you that you Israelites and you got to repent and come back and start following the law to the best of your ability. But they ain't telling you about Jacob's trouble. They ain't telling you that famine and pestilence and class wars is coming, man. It's finna be riots. Ain't gonna be no food. They ain't telling you about none of that, man. All they preaching you is that feel good sermon, just like the Harlot House, man. Same thing as plantation Christianity. This is John 15 and 16. And this for that young brother. And whoever come after, man. This for that young brother, whoever come after that won't understand. That we don't know who the elected Israel is. We know about the hopeful elect, the ones that got the calling. Because a lot of brothers that came to the truth and women, and they fell out, man. And they back in the world doing what they do. And the Lord gave them the calling too, man. That's the failure. How about Shema Shah, man? This is John 15 and 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you. See, only the Lord know who are the elect. That's why I read 2 Timothy 2 and 19. I'm going to read it again. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain. Fruit is not talking about how many people's in the camp, man. It's talking about what you are teaching. What you are teaching. And are you going to stick to this to the end? Hey, Lord willing, the Lord keep the spirit on us to endure to the end, man. It say, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. So it's not of us, it's of Yahweh Shema Shah, because of the predestined, man. This is 2 Timothy 2 and 19. It reads, nevertheless, the foundation of power standeth sure, having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his. The Lord know, but we don't. But the Lord gave us the calling, man. He gave us the hope to look for. That's why this is the hopeful elect. It say, the Lord knoweth them that are his, and let everyone that nameth the name of Hamashiach depart from evil. Now you got these guys saying the name of the Lord is just a title. So you know they bugged out. Now, of course, the Lord can change them. The Lord can change anybody, everybody, and bring everybody into the fold. That's not how he work, man. You're going to follow what was taught. It said the Lord knoweth them that are his, and let everyone that nameth the name of a Mashiach depart from iniquity, man. So if you run around here teaching that the name of the Lord is just a title, that's iniquity, man. If you run around here talking about Yahweh Shai do miracles, John the Baptist went in the truth, you ain't teaching the people about Jacob's trouble, that's iniquity, man. That's sin. They lying, man. You deceiving your people. That's sin, man. This is 2 Timothy 3 and 14. It reads, but continue thou, matter of fact, let's read 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Hold on, let me get a precept to that. This is Titus 1 and 10. These are the ones that's not giving you the truth. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. Meaning who? Them of Israel, man. Whose mouth must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not for filthy lucre's sake. And every last one of these camps got the 501c3 tax exempt, man. Now this is 2 Timothy 3 and 14. It reads, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learnt and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learnt them. I learned from the apostles of Great Millstone. These other camps, everybody came from one spot, man. Everybody came from one spot. Now everybody done split and everybody getting the bag, man. Except there's one group that's not getting the bag, man. And you should know that by now. It said, but continue down the things which thou hast learned and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. The scriptures say in Matthew 10, freely you have received the word, freely you must teach it, man. Period. This is 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 17. What I'm reading to you is showing you, it say stick to what was taught, man. Right? But continuing the things which thou hast learned, man, and has been assured of whom you learned them from. This 1 Timothy 5 and 17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. And they ain't deviated. They ain't giving you some new fairy tale, man. But when you leave outside of Great Millstone, you hear every doctrine under the sun, man. Everything. This is 1 Peter chapter 5 and 1. The elders which are among you, I exhort, whom am also an elder, and a witness of the sufferings of a Mashiach, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. These guys, Sakari, talking about Paul went over his letters. What? What are you talking about? Yahweh Shah taught Paul personally, man. Come on, man. Feed the flock of power, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not by filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. Neither as being lords over God's heritage, but being examples to the flock. And when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yeah, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility, for power resisted the proud, for Yahweh Shema shall resisted the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. Humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hand of power, that he may exalt you in due time. These guys is proud spirits, man. Yahweh Shema Shah name is just a title. What? These guys is bugged out, man. And you should know them by their fruits. Nobody cares how deep a camp is. It's about what they are teaching, man. This is Galatians chapter 6 and verse 1. It reads, Brethren, if any man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such a one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Because we always on that side, right? So consider thyself, man. It say, bear ye one another's burden and so fulfill the law of a Mashiach. For if a man think himself to be something to Zariah, when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. But it's for if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. For every man shall bear his own burden. Let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. This is what we're supposed to be doing, man. Teaching in all good things, man. And these guys, everybody can see it, man. Hey, and why they got followers? Why they got thousands and thousands of subscribers? Because that's the Lord moving 2/3 further and further and further away, and they don't even realize it, man. He's separating them. I was watching Elder Yashwoman video, the one he did last night. Hey, man, the Lord is separating and moving these 2/3 far away. It could be, hey, who knows? He can always bring back whoever and put to sleep somebody that's very diligent, man. The Lord can do that. But at this point right now, as we living right today, they is way on the left side, man. They on the other side of the field, looking on this side, thinking that their grass is green and ours is brown, and their grass is really brown and ours is green, man. But they think they still in the truth. They think they got it because they over there living in the time of Noah, man. What is that? Matthew 24 and 37, and the one in Luke, what is that? Luke 17, starting at verse 26. This where they at, man. As it was, they did party, eat, drink, marry, buy, sell, plant, build. This is what they doing. And they teaching their congregation plant, build, buy, sell, marry, party, and bullshit, man. That's what they're doing. So you should be able to tell them by their fruits, man. But nobody knows who the elect is. All we know is we got the calling, and we need to pray Yahweh Shema Shai that they take not away from us their Holy Spirit, and then strengthen us to endure to the end and to protect the brotherhood, man, from the apostles all the way down to protect the Akim and the Akwaf, man. That's diligently seeking Yahweh Shema Shai, man. That's what we need to be focused on. Because everybody else is focused on keeping up with the Joneses and following the cares of this life, man. And they is way on the Lord is really separating, man. He's really showing the separation, man. It's a separation. So to that young brother, BH, you should know, man. You should know. And stop watching these other groups, man. They're gonna do them to bug you out, and you're gonna come back and ask us more questions, man. Which I don't have no problem answering you. I'll give you the answer every time. But stop watching these other groups, man. They're gonna bug you out, man. Seriously. I just want to make that point, and I want to read this. This is Jeremiah chapter 8 and 20. And it reads, the harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. This is Matthew 24 and 13. It reads, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So nobody is saved. Nobody know who the elect is. We just know them by their fruits, man. We just know we got the calling And we praying, Yahweh Shema Shah will that we endure, man. Nobody knows. Let me read this. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 15. It reads, study to show thyself approved unto power, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Why? Because this is going to happen. 1 Peter chapter 3 and 15. It reads, but sanctify the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah power in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks of you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. Like I said in Galatians 6 and 1, ye that are spiritual, restore such an one. This is 2 Peter chapter 1 and 10. It reads, wherefore the brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. I read 1 Corinthians 1 and 26. It said, what? You see your calling, brethren, how that not many mighty, not many noble, after the flesh are called. So you see your calling. 2 Peter 1 and 10. Wherefore the brethren, give diligence to make your calling, because the Lord called us, but we got to give diligence to make our calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fail. Right? This is Hebrews again, 10 and 35. It reads, cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. For you have need of patience, that after you have done the will of God, you might receive the promise. This is Philippians 1 and 5. It reads, for your fellowship in the gospel from the first day unto now, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it unto the day of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. So, you see your calling? Hey, get diligent at it, man. Get diligent at your calling. This is Philippians 2 and 13. For it is God which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. What is that? Feeding the sheep, man. 1 Peter 2 and 5 say, we all as lively stones are built up a spiritual house, okay? A holy priesthood, man, to offer up our spiritual sacrifices. So you trying to be talking to these men now. You trying to be a spiritual brick to this spiritual temple, man. This is what you should be doing, man. I'm going to close with this. This is Colossians chapter 3 and verse 12. Put on, therefore, as the elect of God, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering. Put on, therefore, as the elect. The brother put it up right there, man. Your heart due to Israel. Eat this roll, man. Eat the roll. Learn the roll. Eat this roll, man. And go speak to the house of Israel, man. Hey, and I said it, they just took another one of Elder Manatazak Bar videos down. Its channel down. They done took the apostles' main channels. The apostles done had 3, 4, 6, 7 main channels. They gone, man. Everybody on backup channels now, man. So all those breakdowns, those heavy breakdowns, they gone, man. The Lord is showing us everyday examples of the famine of the word, man. So you need to pray to Yahweh Shema Shah, whomever this applies to, me, everybody. Hey, we need to pray to Yahweh Shema Shah that they increase our wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man, and our strength to endure to the end, man. Endurance, man. You need to get this wisdom, this knowledge, understanding, because it's going, man. It's going, it's gone, man. When I first came into the truth, I watched the apostles were still on their main channels, man. They are gone now. Gone. You can't watch none. All them breakdowns of everything. If you don't get them from the elder brothers, that's constantly redoing videos on these things, they gone, man. They gone. And as Elder Malcolm always say, hey, are we killing with the milk, man? Just learn the milk scriptures, man. They gone, man. So you need to tighten up. Pray to Yahweh Shema Shah to bring you up on the level, man. Now, the Lord give everybody a measurement in time. Everybody measurement is in time. But the scriptures say, hey, wisdom shall increase, man. And when you look at these devils, right? They technology is increasing heavy on the left hand side. How much more on the right hand side, man? So especially you young jakes out there, man, you supposed to be quick to get it, man. If you're if you're praying about Shema Shah to increase your wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man. Tell you that in James 1, man. Hey, if you lacking, hey, go to Yahweh Shema Shah, man, and they'll open you up, man. Cause hey, the family of the word is here, is playing out, man. All them breakdown. Apostle Gabbana had so many mailbags, man. They are all gone, man. All them edifying lessons on mailbag. Apostle Ramlab, Apostle Ricard, Apostle, how them pages is gone, man. You can't get them back. And these demon niggas in these camps, they still on their same pages, man. That got 8, 10, 20,000 views, man. Why? Because they ain't talking about nothing, man. You're an Israelite. Let's party. That's all they telling you, man. Hey, so Lord, with us edifying, gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rikak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, ready to accept it or not. In a sincere salutation, to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning, the few sisters who are listening and learning. Hey, the water for these precepts. Hey, to that young brother. Hey, these brothers got these precepts on the comment board, man. Hey, ain't get to read none of them, but watch them. Hey, they there for you, man. They there for you, man. Hey, the water for the precepts, Akim. The water for the argument, Akwaf that tuning in. May Yahweh Shema Shah continue to bless you in your houses. Stay prayed up. Till next time, I say shalom. Wa abad.